Hi, welcome to the M365 Updates YouTube channel. My name is Joshua Adigun. I am a Microsoft certified trainer. On today's agenda, we would be looking at what is cloud computing services, types of cloud computing providers, and benefits of cloud computing. Let's start with what is cloud computing. What do you think cloud computing is? I would say cloud computing is the availability of one's confidential data via the internet using any device for access anywhere, anytime, without it losing its integrity. Why would I say that? Right? So let me take you back to other definitions of what cloud computing is, so that you can totally understand what I meant by what I just explained about cloud computing. Cloud computing basically is the on-demand availability of system resources, such as storages, such as computing power, right, without you actively or without you having a direct involvement in the management of those resources. It can also be defined as the delivery of computing services such as servers, storages, databases, networking, software, analytics, and even intelligence over the internet. Basically to offer faster innovation, flexible resources, and economies of scale. And cloud computing can also be defined as the provision of speed, scalability, flexibility that enables businesses to develop, innovate, and build IT solutions. Cloud computing can also be defined as an abstraction of computing resources, storages, and even network infrastructures assembled as a platform on which applications and systems can be deployed quickly and scaled on the fly. So from all the definitions I just gave now, you would understand that cloud computing is the availability of your data. Your data means it's confidential to just you and you alone via the internet. The resources have been provided, the storages, the databases, the networking, the softwares for you to access this data has all been provided. So these computing resources can be available. However, you are not able to access your confidential data, then it means cloud computing has been defeated, right? So cloud computing is the availability of one's confidential data via the internet using any device for access anywhere, anytime, without it losing its integrity. So moving on to what cloud services are. So we have 4 types of cloud services, right? We have the infrastructure as a service, which is called the IaaS, and then we also have the platform as a service, which is called the PaaS, and then we have the serverless, and finally we have the software as a service, which is the SaaS, right? So for the IaaS, which is infrastructure as a service, this is when an individual or an organization rents IT infrastructures such as servers, virtual machines, storages, networks, operating systems from a cloud provider on pay-as-you-go basis. So what it means here is you rent these IT infrastructures whenever you want to use them. When you are not using them, you don't pay for it. So you only pay for what you use. So for the PaaS, which is platform as a service, basically it refers to cloud computing services that supply on-demand environment for development. Basically, this is for developers. It's used for development, it's used for testing, it's used for delivering and managing software applications. So PaaS is designed to make it easier for developers to quickly create web and mobile applications without worrying about setting up or managing the online infrastructures of servers, storages, databases, network, and the likes. Yeah, so that's what PaaS is. And then for SaaS, which is software as a service, yeah, it's a method for delivering software applications over the internet. So on demand, and then typically on a subscription basis. So you subscribe to this software as a service, and then the software applications are delivered to you. You're able to use them anywhere, anytime, as long as you have access to the internet. And then for serverless computing, basically it's kind of it goes together with the PaaS, which is a platform as a service. So serverless computing focuses on building application functionalities without spending time basically on managing the servers and infrastructure. So this helps the IT team or the development team to focus on the job at hand instead of worrying about setting up the underlying infrastructure. So next, we go to what we call the types of cloud computing. So we have lots of cloud computing, right? We have the public cloud, we have the private cloud, we have managed cloud, we have dedicated cloud, we have the hybrid cloud, and the multi-cloud, right? So for the public cloud, so these are cloud environments that are typically created from IT infrastructures that is not owned by an individual. So for example, I'm an end user, right? However, I make use of IT infrastructures from maybe Microsoft or maybe from AWS, right? Those are not owned by me, so those are public clouds, right? So however, we also have what we call the private cloud. This is dedicated to single user or an organization. For example, I have maybe I want a private cloud, right, set up in my room, right? This is dedicated to just me. Or my company wants a private cloud that is just for my organization, right? So that's a private cloud. It's dedicated to an individual or a group, where the environment usually runs behind the individual or the organization's firewall. So I have a firewall, a security wall, right? So this cloud runs behind the security wall. However, when you go fully into cloud computing, right, using the public clouds, yeah, but provided by public cloud providers, yeah, you don't need to worry about this security, because security is part of the benefits of you using cloud computing. And then for managed cloud, right, so basically individuals create and use private cloud that's developed, configured, and managed by a third-party vendor. Managed clouds are cloud delivery options that helps enterprises with understaffed or underskilled IT teams. So what this means is we know what we call the MSP, right? Managed service provider. That's what this basically means. So we have organizations that are understaffed in the area of or underskilled in the area of IT. Yeah, so we have partners, we have managed service providers that help such organizations provide cloud services. So we also have dedicated cloud. Yeah, these are cloud within another cloud. I can have a cloud within another cloud. So such system, I would say it's maybe the use of you use Salesforce or other accounting or other dedicated softwares within your public cloud or your private cloud. So you have a cloud within another cloud. So it kind of, there's an integration between those cloud, the dedicated cloud for a dedicated department that's accounting for accounting department, or a dedicated cloud service for the HR department within your either your public cloud or your private cloud. So we also have the hybrid cloud, which is a combination of both the public and the hybrid. Yeah, and then we also have the multi-cloud. So this approach is made up of more than one cloud service from more than one cloud vendor. So you can say you want to use you want Microsoft to manage your emails, however, and then your emails and then your files. However, you want AWS to manage some other functions in your organization. So that's a multi-cloud, bringing two public cloud providers together and using their services to better your organization. So quickly, we would look at types of cloud computing providers. We have a lot of them, but I listed a few here. We have the Alibaba Cloud, the Amazon Web Service. We also have Google Cloud. We also have Apple. We have IBM, and then we have Microsoft Azure. You're wondering why I used Microsoft Azure, or I placed Microsoft Azure at the end, right? And then at the beginning I said I'm a Microsoft certified trainer, right? So this is because in continuation of this series would be focusing majorly on Microsoft Cloud Computing, which is the Microsoft 365 and Azure Active Directory. So quickly, we're looking at the benefits of cloud computing. Yeah, the cost. So the cost is reduced. Basically, you don't need to worry about physical infrastructures anymore, right? You just need to pay for what you want to use at a reduced cost. So you don't need to buy servers, you don't need to buy storage, you don't need to buy racks, you don't need to buy VMs and the rest, right? So all these are provided on pay-as-you-go basis at a reduced cost. And then scalability, you can scale up or scale down at any time. Yeah, so when you need more computing resources, you scale up, and when you do not need much computing resources, you scale down to what you need. And then performance, right? It increases cloud computing increases performance. How? Cloud providers basically use the latest generation of devices, right, in their data centers. These data centers are basically secure, and then due to this fact, right, they're using it for using latest devices. Things are fast. Access to data on the go is fast. Access to computing resources on the go is fast, and this offers several benefits over a single corporate data center, including reduced network latency for applications and for basically for applications. And then security, like I said earlier, the cloud computing provides a robust security system for your data on the cloud, right? Basically, I know more about Microsoft, right? And Microsoft pumping a lot of money, pumping a lot of resources in ensuring that cloud security is optimal. Cloud security is optimal. So security or your data in your data in the cloud can only be accessed by an unauthorized user when maybe you give out your password unknowingly through social engineering and the likes. But saying someone hacked your account out of space, it's kind of difficult, except maybe you do a lot of things on public website and then without knowing. So, and also cloud computing provides reliability, provides productivity, and then it also provides speed. Cloud computing provides speed also. So these are the benefits of cloud computing. Thank you for taking out the time to listen to me. Thank you so much. Please subscribe to the channel for upcoming updates. Thank you so much. I remain Joshua. Adigun, your M365 updates convener. Thanks.